So hello everyone on a rainy Saturday. Good day to study. So here's the questions that students had on chapter 18, question 3, B18-4. And it's about this company that has an initial, the value of the firm is $3.5 million, but profits will depend on the amount of snowfall. And it could have a good day, it could have a good year of $5 million and a bad year of $2.5 million. And they tell you that they keep the debt to equity ratio at 25% and the debt is riskless. Okay? So the question is, what is the initial amount of debt? And the answer is it's 0.7 million. And how do I get that? Well, first of all, they tell you the debt to equity is 25%. So 0.7 divided by 28 gives you 25%, correct? And the sum of that is $3.5 million. Is everyone clear about that? So let's look at the answer. The firm's debt is 7.7 million, and the equity is 2.8 million. Just what I said, right? I'll move that out of the way, right there. Okay, the answer is B. All right, so and you can see the answer is B. All right. All right. Then they ask, calculate the percentage change in the value of the firm, its equity, and its debt once the level of snowfall is revealed, but before the firm adjusts the debt level to achieve its target debt to equity ratio. All right, so before recapitalization, the value of the debt remains constant. Remember what they said, right? The value of the debt remains constant. So 5 million minus 3.5 million over 3.5 million is giving you the change in the firm's value. So the value of the company has changed by 42.9% if it has a good year, right? 5 million. And for a bad state, 2.5, it's down 28.6%, right? From its current level, right? Everyone see that? A good year is 5 million, bad year is 2.5 million. All right? So that's the total firm value. The change in the equity value, all right, is 4.3 million minus 2.8 million is 53.6% over 2.8 million. Okay? And for a bad state, the change in the equity value is 1.8 million minus 2.8 million over 2.8 million. Notice what it says here. Before recapitalization, the value of the debt remains constant. And before the firm adjusts the debt level. Okay? So the debt level has remained constant. So the change in the debt level is 0, right? As they basically said, it remains constant, all right? Calculate the percentage change in the value of outstanding debt once the firm adjusts to its target debt to equity ratio. So after the recapitalization, the debt to equity ratio is reset to 25%, okay? So the change in the firm value, again, as we saw, is the same as here, 42.9, and the change in the for the good state. For the bad state, it's 2.5 million minus 3.5 million. The value of the firm gives you exactly that, right? All right. So the change in the equity value is 4 million minus 2.8 million. Over 2.8 million, and the bad state, it's 2.8 million, 2 million minus 2.8 million over 2.8 million is minus 28.6%, all right? So you can clearly see this haven't changed, right? So this is 4 million, this is 2 million, and it's divided by 2.8 million, right? So this is the change in the equity value. And now the change in the debt level. So after the recap, the debt to equity ratio was reset to 25%. All right. So the change in the debt value is 1 million minus 0.7 million over 0.7 million. And and you notice this is the same, right? 25%. Look, 1 million debt to equity, 25%. And here it's 0.5 million minus 0.7 million over 0.7 million in a bad state. All right. And again, this is 25%, right? So this is still minus 28.6. So the question is, what does this imply about the riskiness of the firm's tax shields? So that's all there is to this problem, really. And because the debt is riskless, the only risk to the tax shields is the amount of outstanding debt. This risk is identical to the risk of the firm as a whole. So the riskiness of the tax shields are identical to the riskiness of the firm as a whole. All right, so I hope everyone was clear on this problem. If you have any further questions, email me, please. Thank you.